The NRL is on to round 3, so let's get tipping. So looking at round 2's results, we had a cracking start. On Thursday, it was Broncos versus Rabbitohs, and I predicted a 6-point win to the Broncos, and guess what happened? Well, they actually won by 10, but that is enough to get 1 point for the win and 0.5 for a close score. So I was very, very happy with that. Then on Friday, it was Sharks versus the Bulldogs, and the majority once again got this smack on. Pretty accurate here. I did Sharks to win by 12. They actually won by 19, so I was about 2 points off a close score, but that's still 1 point in the bag. So once again, I had a really, really good start with the first 2 games. It did slip up. I may have made an error in my judgment, because I said I didn't think Panthers would win. I thought they were going to struggle, but I was wrong. It wasn't the most convincing of results against the Eels, but Panthers did manage to pick up the win. They won by 8 points. I did Eels to win by 6. I thought they might provide a little bit of a shock, but that did not happen. So Panthers are off the board now, and they are going to try and hit form. And Eels, yeah, didn't work for them that week. So next was Raiders versus West Tigers. Well, Raiders had a cracking game, and once again, I was so close to that close scoreline. I did the Raiders by 12. They actually won by 20, and they are now sitting top of the table after 2 games. They are flying so far. I don't think it's going to continue. But they have started very well. So 1 point for the correct result, and 92% went for that. So the teams that are favourites are pretty much winning at the moment. Then Cowboys. Yeah, well, they snuck through. I did them to win by 18. I thought we were going to get quite a convincing result. They only won by 1 point. What a game. Absolutely incredible. So I get 1 point for the result. Nothing for a close score. I wasn't close at all. Then Storm versus Warriors. Oh, I messed up again. I messed up. I just had a feeling that Warriors might come across and do okay, but they didn't. And Melbourne won at home. They won by 4. I did Warriors to win by 6. That was not so good. Well done to Storm, though. Then, this is better, okay? Sea Eagles versus Roosters. I did a 6-point win for the Eagles. They actually won by 7. So, I get a point for the score and a point for the result. Half a point for a close score and a point for the result. That's pretty good. Then the last game, it went Pete Tong again. Dragons, what are they doing? What the hell is going on? That is shocking. Against the Dolphins, who I don't think are very good. I know Dolphins were at home, but Dragons lost 38-0. Nil. This is the one game where the massive favourites still didn't win. 65% of people went for the Dragons. It did not turn out very good at all. That is an embarrassment. An absolute embarrassment. That's all I'm going to say. I get nothing on the board for that. So after round 2, looking at the league table, we have in first place AU Beach Bum. Nice name. And you got the golden hat. So you definitely had the best week and deserve to be up there. St. Jai is up there as well, moved up 3 places. Aussie Tash is still in 3rd place. Let's see some big movers. Cool Bajul up 12. Up 22 is VAMH 26. AB down 6. Adelaide Bulldog down 6. Any mother Pie Boy up 14. Kev up 12. Hang on. I'm down 7. I'm currently about mid-place now. I'm in 20th place. That's really annoying. Rhymeester down 17. Ouch. Stormy May down 16. So we've had some that have done really well this week, and some that have done really bad. And the Wooden Spoon down 19th. In 40th is Midori. And now on to round 3's tipping. Okay, so the first game is a replay of last year's grand final that I went to Yes, I went to, and you'll see the link for that video at the end on the end screen. I will put that up. Now, Penrith weren't that convincing, and Broncos were really good. My only worry for Broncos is they did pick up a few injuries, and they are playing away from home at the Bluebet Stadium. I'm going to go with the Panthers win. I think they should be strong enough, especially with a few of the Broncos injuries that have taken place. So I'm going to, but it's not, it's going to be close. I am going to do Panthers by 6, I think. I think they'll have enough. Yeah, being at home, Panthers by 6. Then next up at the Apollo Project Stadium, we have Warriors versus Raiders. Now, this is one where Warriors are struggling, and we've got the Raiders have had a quality start, and it's not easy for the Warriors. They did have, to be fair, Warriors did have a fairly decent comeback and just messed it up in the end last week. So I don't know. I think possibly I might actually go with the home team here. Amazing, they are massively favourites against the Raiders, considering the performances of the Raiders. I think because they're at home, and it is over in New Zealand as well, so there's a little bit more of a journey for the Raiders. I'm going to go Warriors by 10. Yeah, Warriors by 10. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. But then at the Allianz Stadium in Sydney, we have got Roosters versus Rabbitohs, the Sydney derby. Okay, so despite sleeping, the Rabbitohs, who sit near the bottom of the table, can they come back up? They've had 2 performances that haven't really been up there, and they are not doing well. They're 15th at the moment in the table. Oh, it's difficult. It's difficult. They don't have any odds on there. Who's actually favourite for this one? But something needs to change to the Rabbitohs, and I think this could possibly be the week. So what I think I'm going to do is a close win for the Rabbitohs, like really close. So I think I'm going to go a 4-4. That's close, right? That's one try. I'm going to go a 4-point win to the Rabbitohs. I'm thinking their luck should turn around, and maybe round 3 is the week that's going to happen. So a 4-point win for the Rabbitohs. Then on Saturday the 23rd at the Belmore Sports Ground in Sydney, we've got the Bulldogs versus Titans. Now both teams have not won a game. Bulldogs have lost twice. Titans have lost once. Yeah. Both teams will be looking to get their first win, but I think that they're a hard team to bet on at the moment. Yeah, I think they're a hard team to bet on, and I think they're bottom for a reason. I don't think I don't think Bulldogs have recruited very well, and so I don't think they're going to do very well this year. Now, Titans, I think, will probably have a little bit more strength in them, so I'm going to go a tight win. A tight win again. Let's go another 4 points, shall we? 4 points to the Titans. It's going to be a close one, hopefully. Then we have at the Nestrata Jubilee Stadium, that looks an interesting stadium, we have the Dragons versus the Cowboys. Dragons got 1 win, Cowboys have got 2, sitting in 2nd place. Yeah, I don't see any real difference here. That Dragons thumping was just shocking. So I think you're either going to get two results here from the Dragons. After their absolute destruction, you're either going to get a real resurgence. It's going to give the Dragons that motivation to sort their crap out, or they're going to be in a bit of a slump. I'm going to predict they're going to be in a bit of a slump because, the Cowboys are performing. I think that's going to see them through. So, yeah, I'm going to lean on the side of the Dragons are going to not pick up their SHIT. So, I am going to go for a Cowboys win. Let's go by 8. Yeah, let's do 8. Why not? Okay. Then, we are at the Leichhardt Oval. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's a difficult one to pronounce. Okay. We've got Tigers versus Sharks. Sharks, 2 wins out of 2. Tigers, 1 loss out of 1. So, I can't see anything past the Sharks here. I really can't see anything other than the Sharks win. Tigers, they're going to finish pretty much rock bottom, right? Surely. The Tigers are not going to have a good season. And the Sharks, they're doing all right. They're unbeaten. And I think they're going to win this quite comfortably. So, we are going to go with a 14-point win to the Sharks. There you go, 14-point win. I just don't think Tigers will be anywhere near strong enough. And I don't think there's any real hope for West Tigers in the future. Or at least in the near future. So, a strong performance by the Sharks. Okay, next one. At the CommBank Stadium, Parramatta, we've got the Eels versus Eagles. Okay, pretty close one, I reckon, this one. Eels, 1 win out of 2. Sea Eagles, 2 wins out of 2 so far. The Eels played well last week against the Panthers, but not good enough to win. And considering I don't think the Panthers played amazingly, that's not necessarily great for the Eels. Yes, they're returning to playing at home, which is a positive for them, but yeah, I think the Eagles should be just about strong enough. So I'm going to go with an Eagles win by 4. A close one. I think, yeah, they didn't play awful against Panthers, and they're at home, so I think that may be enough just to keep them in it. But I still think the Eagles will be the stronger team. Then, the last game is at the McDonald Jones Stadium. Just think there needs to be a big golden arches there. Knights versus Storm. I got this wrong last week against the Storm. I did get it wrong. I got it wrong. Okay, this is the thing. Knights are winless at the moment, right? But they are good enough to bounce back. But is this the week that they do bounce back? That's the question. Do I go against the Storm? And I feel bad going against the Storm because they are 2 out of 2. They're playing at home. Don't know. This is difficult. This is the possibly, and it shouldn't be because Storm are 2 out of 2. Form wise, it's all about Storm, but I've got to look at. This one's a tricky one. Do I go with Storm again? They're away. What do I do? This is really difficult. Should we go? Let's go for the home team. Screw it. We've gone. Yeah, let's go for the home team. Let's pretend that's the advantage. Knights by 6. 1 try and a conversion. We'll see how that goes. So those are my picks for the week. We've got Panthers by 6. Warriors by 10. Rabbitohs by 4. Titans by 4. Cowboys by 8. Sharks by 14. Sea Eagles by 4. And Knights by 6. We've got a lot of close predictions other than the Sharks game. We've got a lot of close predictions this week. There's some interesting games, and they are potentially quite tight games that could go either way. So how many I get right is going to be interesting to find out. But we will find out this weekend, and we will run through it next week for round 4's tipping. So thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you remember, do your tipping and see how you get on. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.